With so many wireless Bluetooth headphones available for under $100, well, any brand new pair has got to do something pretty special to stand out. Well, here we have the Kiwi Ears Ardor. Now, these do stand out, but not for the reasons you might expect. So let's check them out. Now, before we go any further, I should point out that Kiwi Ears did send me these to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you will, as always, get my honest opinion. First, let's check out what's in the box. So when you open the box here, you can see first up that you're getting something with these cases or with these headphones that you don't normally get under $100 or often get for under $100, and that's a case. And not only that, it's a pretty good case too. The case itself is nice and solid as well, so you're going to get a decent amount of protection for your headphones. Opening this up, you've got the headphones themselves nicely nestled in this protection padding. And you've got two cables here. One is a 3.5mm audio jack cable, so you can listen to these over a wide connection, and it's a decent length too. As well as that, there's also a pretty decent USB-C cable as well from a length perspective. So that's the cables, and that's the case covered. Moving on to the headphones themselves. Now, first up, you've got this padding across the top of the headband. It's a nice amount of thick padding as well, which is a real surprise considering the price. You've got a nice soft PU leather over the top as well. That same padding and the same PU leather continues through to the ear pads themselves. The headband is also reinforced with metal, so that helps to keep them extra strong. So these are going to bend and twist, and they're not going to break. I don't suggest doing this at home. Also, L&R nicely printed on the inside of the ear cups. You're not hunting on the armbands themselves, trying to find out which of your ear pads are left and right. It's the small things that sometimes can make a big difference. So from a comfort perspective, wearing these is really comfortable. There's the right amount of clamping force on your ears to keep them in place without them being too tight. And if you happen to be someone that wears glasses, where are mine? Mine are down here. So if you do happen to be someone that wears glasses, you can quite happily wear these nice and soft around your arms of your glasses. So that's really cool. So the ear pads are a nice size as well. So I can find with some ear pads, they kind of clip the tops and bottom of your ears, or after a period of time, they start to touch your ears because the foam itself starts to compress. These actually do a really good job of actually going around the outside of my ears and not touching my ears too much as well. The advantage of that is it also helps to keep your ears relatively cool. So I've certainly worn headphones that have made my ears run a lot hotter than these do. So these are definitely one of the most comfortable headphones I've worn for under $100. The outside of the ear pads, you've actually got something I find quite unusual, because definitely under $100, headphones can start to feel a little bit generic, especially from a design perspective. These, however, have the same sort of PU leather on the outside with Kiwi Ears stamped on the outside, but it's not glaringly gold and silver and in your face. It's nice, understated and embossed. I really like that. It's just something a little bit different. Looking at the buttons on the ear cups, on the left-hand side, you've got the ANC button for switch between your different ANC modes. You've got your USB-C charging port here as well. Then moving on to the right ear cup, you've got your volume up and down, and the volume switch doubles up for skipping your tracks forwards and backwards as well. You've also got your on-off switch as well. That on-off switch not only acts as a play-pause button, but if you quickly press it 3 times, it also enables a game mode for low latency sound, which is great if you happen to play gaming on your mobile phone, for instance. Plus, you've got the 3.5mm audio jack for plugging it in over a wired connection to listen to your music if you want to. Now, the sound is where this really starts to get interesting, because inside these sub $100 pair of headphones are a pair of dual drivers. So there's a 40mm driver for the lower frequency and a 10mm driver for the higher frequencies. The headphones also support SBC and AAC audio codecs, so Android and iPhone users are covered. However, you can listen to high-res audio over a cable, because you can plug the USB-C port in these into a PC and listen to high-res audio over a wired connection. Now, that's something that's definitely not common in more budget-orientated headphones. Now, the audio though, those dual drivers definitely make a difference. There is a real punchy bass to these, but it doesn't drown out the rest of your track. So you still get defined mids, you get soaring highs. I mean, in all reality or in practicality, what that means is you get the nice punch and kick of a bass. You can still hear guitar solos, rolling hi-hats, and you can still hear people singing above it without it becoming a bit of a jumbled mess. These sound really great for the price. And if you want to know what these sound like if you're going to use these for taking a call, here's a mic test. You'll now listen to the mic on the Kiwi Ears Ardor headphones, so if you want to know what it's going to sound like if you happen to use these for taking a call in a quiet room, well, this is it. But quiet rooms are quite easy, so let's switch to something a little more noisy. You'll now listen to some background coffee shop noise playing in the background so you can hear what the ambient sound in the room is like. If I now switch to the mics on the Kiwi Ears Ardor headphones, you are now listening at how well the mics on these headphones are cancelling out that background noise and making my voice clear and well heard. ANC on these headphones, you've got your 3 standard modes, you've got ANC on, ANC off, and you have a transparency mode as well. ANC does a good job of cancelling out some of those steady background noises like the noise of fans and things like that. Does an okay job at cancelling out people talking as well for the price. Or you could use the transparency mode, that does a pretty good job of getting the outside noise in. If you use that, so I personally don't. The battery life on these is one of the massive pros of these headphones because the battery life with ANC on is 72 hours, which in itself is pretty good. But if you happen to turn ANC off, that increases the battery life to 140 hours, which is a crazy amount of battery life. Plus these have super fast charging in relation to the playtime that you get. So a 10-minute charge is going to give you up to 8 hours of playback. So if you're the type of person that doesn't charge your headphones too often, then these are definitely one to check out for that. Now there is one thing that might be a deal breaker for you because these headphones don't come with a mobile app. There is no accompanying mobile app that come with these. So if you're the kind of person that likes to tweak the EQ to get it sounding exactly how you want it to, well, these headphones aren't going to be able to do that for you. However, I do think they sounded pretty good out of the box. Plus, you could use the EQ in, say, your streaming app. So say Spotify has a 5-band EQ you could change to sort of help compensate for that. So it is one gotcha. All the buttons or all the controls for these headphones have to be done on the buttons on the headphones. Now, for some people, that's going to be great because it's not a mobile app you have to download onto your phone. For others, it's going to be a disadvantage because they want a mobile phone or a mobile app on their phone. So different people are going to find that a pro or a con. So should you buy the Kiwi Ears Ardor wireless headphones? Well, I think if you can live without the mobile app support, then the dual drivers in here definitely make a difference to the sound. So I think they're definitely ones worth checking out, especially for $99. So I will leave purchase links to them in the description down below so that you can go check them out for yourself. If you do want to check out some other options though, then definitely check out the link up here. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.